Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. My stinking little dog needed to go out, and I thought he would come straight back. And he's still not come back. So hopefully he'll come back in a second. He likes to go over to the fence and check on the goat. So we're going to talk about Heidi Broussard this morning a little bit and some other cases in the news I saw this morning. Let me find my chat on my phone. Because I hate that StreamYards chat looking at it. It's behind, it freezes up, and it sucks. See, it's showing on my screen that nobody's in here. But when I get on my phone and look at the chat, it's showing about 12 people in here. Isn't that weird? StreamYards needs to shape up. The Queen C, hey, hun. It's so sad. I'm sure the woman invited her over, or she just came over finally to get out of the house to show the new baby. Hey, Ancy, Andrew, Lisa. I miss anybody? I feel so bad for her son. You know, I got a son, as everybody knows, and there's nothing like a bond between a mother and son. I mean, my son just adores me. And from what I'm reading and hearing, Heidi was a terrific mother and really close with her son. She had just bought books at the book fair, and she was excited to read them to her little boy. So sad. Yes, at Christmas time, thank God the baby was found alive. To me, she was killed for her baby. I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot of fetal abductions, but there's been other cases where a mother has been killed for her newborn. I saw one on ID channel, like I said yesterday, where a woman came to the door of this couple's apartment. They weren't married, but she pretended to be a social worker. And this girl believed her, and she went with this woman and took the baby. And anyway, she was killed for her baby. But they tracked that woman down, thank God. And remember Linda Carty? She's still on death row. Lisa, didn't a family member of this suspect call into the tip line? Lisa, it was family calling the tip. Yes. Hey, Emily. Yes, Emily. The case of Marlena, or what was her name? Marlo Ochoa Lopez, I think. She was killed for her baby. The baby was cut from her womb. The baby was took to the hospital, but he later, unfortunately, passed away too. Hey, Pamela. I'm hearing she was trying to pass the baby off as being a little boy baby. Let me see what kind of, I've been listening to the news this morning. Really I didn't hear much on it. It was on Fox News a little bit. My husband, I told him as soon as he woke up, and he's like, well, I knew that last night. And I was like, damn it, you should have woke me up, because I fell asleep on the couch. Right here, a Houston woman charged in Heidi Broussard case. Let's read it, see what it is. 8:40 a.m. A Houston woman and a close friend of Heidi Broussard has been charged with kidnapping and evidence tampering, law enforcement sources said. Law enforcement sources said the woman has been plotting to take Heidi's daughter, Margot Carey, leading up to the child's birth. The woman pretended to have been pregnant at the same time as Heidi, sources said. Authorities were able to locate the suspect's car in Austin around the same time as Heidi's disappearance, according to law enforcement. Investigators said they believe the Houston woman may have had help with Heidi's killing and are trying to find other people who might have been involved. Authorities said they do not think Shane Carey, Heidi's fiance, was involved in the plot. The Houston woman's bail is set at $600,000 on kidnapping and tampering charges. And it says 5:45 a.m. update. NBC News reporting that Heidi Broussard, an Austin woman. We already know that. Wow. Well, I was just listening to, I believe it was two guys on ABC News, and they said that the FBI profiler that was brought in that specializes in abductions and stuff had said right away that they thought that she was abducted because of the baby. Someone wanted the baby. So they started going through everybody that she knew and stuff, and that's what led them to that house. Now, I was suspicious of Shane because he did act weird in those interviews with the news. And I was giving him the side eye. I was suspicious of him, but something was just holding me back from accusing him. I don't know what it was. One thing was Lisa. She'd been following the case, and she's got pretty good instincts. She's like, I just don't think he did it. So I kind of held back till we got the facts, and I'm relieved that at this point they don't think he's involved. I'm relieved. Some people, I heard this professional say, some people can be completely innocent and give interviews and look completely guilty, and you would have thought they did it because they just get nervous. And, you know, some people don't show emotion or express it well, and they will come off as being kind of cold and stuff. Let's go let the little doggy in. I hear him barking at the door. My little dog's sick. I gotta take him to the vet. He just keeps coughing all the time. We don't know what's wrong with him. Come on. Schnauzers are bad for that, though. He's a little schnauzer. He's old. About 10. Okay. Lisa, I'm one who will laugh in your face when told bad news or whatever. So I'd look guilty as hell also. It did remind you a little bit, his interview, the way he was rocking back and forth, the way that Chris Watts did and stuff. I just kept sitting around thinking, and I just couldn't see him killing that baby or her. I mean, it would be hard enough to take someone out of the apartment, like make them go with you at gunpoint in an apartment complex like that. Let alone, how would you carry out a dead body and nobody see it? I mean, of course, wrapped up or something. But that didn't make sense to me. It would be a lot easier just to hold someone at gunpoint and make them walk out willingly, like nothing's wrong. Okay, let me look at the chat here. She innocently had to have gone to the friend's house that day just to hang out. Yeah, but why didn't she take the car seat with her? Or the diaper bag if she went willingly, I wonder. I'm feeling like I could be wrong. Maybe her friend that girl showed up there and maybe pulled out a gun or something and made her walk out to the car willingly, maybe. Like nothing was wrong. Pamela, they most likely threatened the baby to get her to go. I'm feeling the same way. Hey, Florence. I didn't see you. Hey, Southern Mom. Lee said they did take car seat out last night. Oh, really? I fell asleep early, so I missed all this breaking news. I didn't know it until this morning. My phone had died, and I went and put it on charge and never did go back to it, and I fell asleep. So I missed all this breaking news and didn't find out till I got up. They may have hooked up at the book fair. So this has been, she'd been plotting this for a while. I heard that news anchor this morning saying, like, how did the baby survive? Well, I'd say this woman already had formula and probably everything you needed to take care of a baby because she had been plotting to take her friend's baby, Heidi's baby. I do believe, Lauren, that Shane should sue everyone calling him Chris Watts. Yeah, well, most of the time, when these women go missing and the kids go missing, it's someone in the family a lot of times. And where he was nervous and gave those interviews, it looked bad on him. It did. I was suspicious of him. But I wanted to hear the facts before I, dogged him out. I dog Fotis Dulos out all the time. I feel like Fotis sometimes is going to get away with killing Jennifer Dulos. Her friend messaged her about having problems with breastfeeding that morning. Oh, really, Red Ruby? What's this Megan's last name, just me? Apparently Megan was there at the birth. That sick bitch. Probably why she was there in the delivery room. She was thinking, I'm going to kill you and take your baby later. Sicko. Psycho. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for Shane. My hubby thought he did it. He told me, he's like, that guy is guilty. Like, he won't make eye contact. But I guess that's just how he is. I was suspicious of that myself. I'm always suspicious of the husband or the wife, because most of the time it is a family member or someone close. I think I would be nervous too, given it because I'm a nervous person. I move around all the time, y'all. Like when I'm talking and stuff, because I'm just a nervous person. So, I guess I would look guilty too if I was thrown in front of a camera. Is he going to keep the baby or hide his family? Good question. I mean, it's his child. So I'm sure he'll probably need help. I think Heidi was their only child. I feel so bad for him. His flight or His fight or flight actions were natural and could be interpreted many ways. Right. I saw people making all kinds of theories in the comments section, saying that Heidi and Shane's dad organized this to do a GoFundMe scam, all kinds of dumb stuff. There was no evidence to support that at all. Did they ever stop and think maybe they done the GoFundMe to pay like for private searches, get professionals or whatever? Okay, give me some coffee. My coffee pot's not working right. Heidi had to have gone home after school, right? I mean, the baby stuff books, her purse was home. Interesting to see how this unfolds. She had to have made it home because her car was in the parking lot. The baby's car seat, the diaper bag was in the house. The books from the book fair were there. Maybe this Megan girl showed up at Heidi's apartment, I'm thinking. Of course, Heidi's going to let her in. She knows him. And maybe that girl pulled out a gun or some weapon and threatened her if she didn't walk out willingly with the baby. I bet this girl thought that in her own sick mind, I don't know why she would have thought she would have got away with it, but I was going to say, I bet she thought, and that's what was happening, that Shane would be blamed for it. And she thought she would get away with it. How did she plan on passing that little baby off as a boy for the rest of its life? It seems like some of her family that called in the tip must have been suspicious of her being pregnant at all. And it's so heartbreaking. This precious child will never know her beautiful mother. I know. Linda Carty did something similar, but she got two guys to break into that lady's house. She told them that they had drugs in there or something. But that wasn't true. She was just after that woman's baby. Anyways, they took that lady and her baby. Thank God they found the baby alive, but his mom was in the trunk of the car dead. Linda Carty denies doing that to this day. I just saw a documentary about her the other day. Some British guy trying to get her off of death row. No, she deserves to be put to death for what she did. She put a bag over that woman's head. She wanted her to die. Put her in the trunk. I hope the parents get to see their grandkids and keep a close relationship. Me too. I would say that they will. Hopefully. Sometimes in cases you hear like for a while the families are close and things just fizzle out. I've seen cases like that. Yeah. Discovering a truth. There was no sign of a struggle inside the apartment, so maybe she was forced to just leave the apartment. If Megan asked Heidi to go somewhere with her, she would have prepared by bringing the car seat. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. Is it true what they're saying? Her birthing partner done this. I think she was a very close friend, Lee G. I don't know if she was her birthing partner, but I am hearing that she was in the delivery room with Heidi when she gave birth to Margot. Oh, I was going to tell y'all about this case I saw this morning. I was going to do a video on it. But this is about someone in Floyd County, Kentucky, shot 15 horses. These were wild horses that were living on this land in Floyd County, Kentucky. A woman close to the land, which actually owns some of the land the herds on, she rescues horses. And a lot of people will bring her horses, and they just live on that land with the other herds. But some asshole went and shot 15 horses. Some of the mares were pregnant. Now, it takes a horse 11 months to have a baby, so they would have been born in the springtime. These horses have lived there for many, many years. And they're trying to find out what asshole done this. Horses are very majestic animals. They're very sweet. I mean, you get some wild ones, but it's sick. Well, a few months ago, someone was shooting the wild burros out west, the wild donkeys. And they're on federal land. They're protected by the what was it? The Wild Horse Act. My hubby said he heard about that a couple of days ago. He said, I've been bitching about that for days. Didn't you hear me? And I was like, no, I didn't know about it until I saw an article this morning. Some sick individuals. That's murder. Murdered horses. Animals have feelings too. I believe animals have souls. They damn sure got emotions. Animals show compassion, empathy. Your feelings can get hurt. Oh, I love horses too, Andrew. I used to ride a lot, and I got hurt on a horse. I got thrown off a horse. And it felt like I bounced 2 or 3 damn times before I landed. And it hurt. It blacked my eye. I felt like I'd been run over by a damn big truck. And I've not rode since. It scared me. Oh, what did the Queen C do? Was she hidden by accident? Mel? What happened? I didn't see anything either. Just trying to scroll back up. Nothing. Carry on. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Red Ruby, I got thrown off a couple of times too. I think that's part of my pain now. Well, I was double back, and I was on the back behind the saddle. It was just, shouldn't have been doing it. It was stupid. It also, there was this crazy story of this woman that died back in November, like November 22nd. Police went there to do a welfare check. Nobody had heard of her, heard from her. They found her dead. But what's even weirder, she died of natural causes, I believe. What's weirder, her husband's body was in the freezer. It had been there for a decade. And it did have a note with the body that said that his wife did not kill him. He signed it, and it was notarized. The person that notarized it said they didn't read the letter before they notarized it. But anyways, police are still investigating. But this guy was a veteran. Um, he did have a terminal illness. The last time I believe he'd been to the doctor was like in 2009. So it is believed that they did this so that she could keep drawing, you know, I guess his benefits. Yeah, it's really weird. And when I was telling my hubby about it, he said, "Oh, well, that happened around here too." And he told me the person's name. Yeah, actually put their loved one in the freezer as well. They had died of natural causes. Did the same thing. Oh, yeah, I don't think that she meant that in a bad way, Mel Mel. How do we unhide her? The Queen See, I think that was a mistake, you being hidden. I'm sorry. I don't know how to go and hide her until after the live stream. Crap. Okay, did you get it, Mel Mel? Thank you. Mel Mel says, well, I don't mess around. I know, it's okay. People make mistakes. It's hard to understand how someone's saying something just in chat, can come across the wrong way. So apologies, Queen C. Was a mistake. I apologize. I'm too quick since being on Robbie's freaking chat lately. It's okay, Meow Meow. Stuff happens. Angel, there will be a news conference at 2 p.m. Austin time. Thank you, Angel. Um, I'll try to be around to watch that. I don't know if I will be or not, but try to be. I'll take my phone with me if I go out. I was going to go out, do a little shopping yesterday. My stomach was just hurting too much. Hold on a minute. Let me respond to my hubby here. Meow meow, this soldier needs to sit the F down. Oh, you're all right, meow meow. I know you're just on high alert. You didn't mean nothing bad by it. You didn't know how to take it. It's all right. Bad stomach bug going around here in Pennsylvania. Well, you know what I was thinking? I ate eggs yesterday morning, some of my fresh eggs, and I was like, oh, I hope that's not it, but I don't think that's it. But my stomach still feels like, you know how it feels when it rolls, kind of. I would bet that drugs played a factor with the person who killed those horses. Over half the county is drowning in the opioid epidemic. Oh gosh, I know. Eastern Kentucky is bad with pills. So is Southwest Virginia, up in West Virginia, everywhere, everywhere. It used to be pills real bad. Now it's meth. People's figured out how to make meth real cheap, and meth has took over. It is awful. The Queen say, I've had a bad stomach recently. Oh, there you are, girl. That was a mistake hiding you. Sorry about that. I was worried you were still in here. I don't know whoever killed those horses is a sick individual or a psychopath. Why would you do that? How could you do that? And you can tell when a mare is pregnant. If you've ever been around horses, they get huge. I'd say they probably bred back in the springtime. So It takes 11 months for them to have it, so around spring it would have one. So pretty far along. It'd be pretty good size right now. You could tell. Lisa, my back has me down so bad. Oh, sorry to hear that. They always say to use moist heat, like if you use a heating pad, like for back pain, they say to use moist heat. I know, Florence, that broke my heart about the horses. It's awful. They're supposed to be on that land. And like I said, a woman that owns some of the land that the horses graze on, she rescues horses. So she is quite upset. Somebody just wanting to target practice. Well, they sell plenty of targets at Walmart. You can get big deer decoy, turkeys, whatever. Hi, Waterski Mom. How are you? People are nuts out here in this world, y'all. I'll never understand why people do some of the things that they do. I was trying to see if I saw any more updates. They're offering, back to the horses, they're offering a $5,000 reward to anyone with information about the horses being killed. Oh, I see where R. Kelly has pleaded not guilty to federal charges accusing him of bribing government employees. I swear he is screwed. He'll probably never see the light of day again. He had everything: money, fame, and apparently he's some kind of sicko. Hey, Love Hollis. Merry Christmas, girl. Have a good weekend. I don't know if I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Probably not, since it's Saturday. Take the weekend off. I have got to get my Christmas shopping finished. My son's hard to shop for sometimes, like clothes wise and stuff. Let's see, here is a missing lady from West Virginia. West Virginia woman goes missing after posting photos of herself with black eye, accusing husband of assault. She fell in the lake. A bizarre message sent from Mary Haley's Facebook account reportedly read after her disappearance. Oh, wow, she's pretty too. Friends and family of a West Virginia woman are fearing for her safety after receiving troubling message from her Facebook after her disappearance. Mary Kathleen Haley, 32, was reported missing on Sunday after she was last seen last week driving in Raleigh County. Mary's estranged husband, William Scott, who she was separated from over the summer, turned himself in to the Wicks County Sheriff's Office on December 11th after being the subject of an arrest warrant for misdemeanor assault on a family member filed by Mary Haley. Mary Haley is wanted in Virginia for grand larceny. Wow. Troubling Facebook messages sent by Mary to Christina Muslim, who runs a domestic violence oriented Facebook support group, are raising alarm among people who knew her. So last Friday afternoon, the 32-year-old wrote that she had been beaten pretty bad by her estranged husband earlier that week, followed by two selfies showing her with black eyes. Okay. So the woman that ran the group told the station she suggested that Mary Haley go to a shelter, but she said authorities didn't take her concerns seriously. Wow. So I would say it looks like this guy may have killed her. Did you know about this, Lisa? Oh, yeah. She has a few friends in town where I live. Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, howdy. I've always wanted to go to Nashville. I've never been. Been to Knoxville. I've been by Nashville, but never like stopped. Lisa, that's how the West Virginia cops are. Well, all cops are supposed to take domestic violence really serious. Back when I was a kid in the neighboring county, there was a man that killed, gosh, I bet about 6 or 7 of his family members. I can barely remember it. I can remember my granny talking about it. That had like one big funeral for him. Hey, Bella. Hey, Republican Ash. Merry Christmas, girl. Hey, Just X. He says, go to bed, Meow Meow. Oh, I miss you too, Ash. I've been missing your lives. I've just had a lot going on. I'll try to catch one. Water ski, Mom. There was an awful double or triple homicide in Old Town. It was a female physician and pregnant, beat to death by her own son. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awful. Girl, call me when you're done with your live. Okay, I will. Through Hangouts. I will do that. I'm about done. I'm going to get off here. My hubby's gone with my beagle. He took her to my mother-in-law's. She's got a boxer friend she goes and plays with. So I need, while they're gone, to be getting myself put together because I've got to get out and finish my Christmas shopping today. It has to be done. Plus, we got to go to Lowe's and get something to fix an outlet so I can run an extension cord and plug my chicken's little cozy coop heater up for them. It's got to be done. Well, guys, I'm going to hop off. If y'all hear any updates about Heidi, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to watch that press conference at around 2. If I hear any updates, I'll do a video and let y'all know. Anyways, everybody have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. I love y'all. Merry Christmas to all y'all. And peace. Tell them bye, lady. Lady's ready for me to be done, y'all. Bye, guys.